Alright, here we go with Mardu Eldrazi, and this hand seems pretty good here. Our opponent has led on Caves into Aether Vial, so probably some sort of Eldrazi Taxes deck himself. Um, so we can play our Forge here if we want. I don't. I'm trying to figure out with the Talisman. I don't think that we have to prioritize this too highly. So I think we can play this to preserve the option to bolt. Um, yeah, I think we'll do that. So we should be able to. We can bolt something on his first turn if we need to here, and if not, we can just untap into our Talisman anyways and not get too punished for not playing our Godless Shrine tapped there. But after that, his hand's good. I mean, it's a turn 3 Thought Knot, turn 4 Smasher. Alright, so we didn't need it, but that's fine. Beauty of this line is we can still bolt something here, which is definitely good at the same cost it would have been before. We are going to need to draw non-land cards here. That's for sure. But I'm not unhappy with the first couple turns of this game here. Especially if he has double vial. Double vials. Not very good. The second one is so much worse than the first. Sure. We will bolt that. Alright, hopefully, I don't think there's anything on 2 that blows us out here. Yeah, good. Whew, now we're talking. Alright, so we can go ahead and Thought Knot him with the mana we have, or we can play a Smasher. But probably not. We're probably just going to play... let's go ahead and start by just Thought Knotting him. What is this? What do you want to protect over there? Another Arbiter. Sure. Let's see what he's got. Yep, Flickerwisp Displacer. Those are pretty good. Guess we just have to take the Displacer. Flickerwisp is a one-time blink, and we don't have an answer to this, so... Oh, this is fine, though. So he's just got a Flickerwisp in hand, and sure, he'll be able to flicker it in to draw a card if he wants by blinking our Thought Knot, but that wouldn't work out very well for him. So I don't think that'll be his play. He could double block, try to... He could block with his Arbiter, blink his Arbiter, not take damage. I mean, we're just going to Thought Knot him again, though. Alright, another land for us. Okay, so now we have a decision. Do we just Thought Knot him right away? Or do we just smash him? Missed the land drop, didn't I? I sure did. Oh well. It doesn't matter, but I did. Threw me off because he's one ahead of us. I don't know. I was going to play it post-combat based on what was in his hand and then just F6'd. Not going to matter, though, because we've drawn a lot of land this game. I think we just Thought Knot him again. The idea is this is the last chance we have to actually get value out of this Thought Knots here. If he drew, a 4-drop or something, or it's, like he's got the Flickerwisp. The question is, if his other card is a blank or not. But this is the last chance we have to actually get some sort of value out of it. Well, this works. Yeah, this is fine. So we get to see his hand now. Wow, okay. He can have a Thalia. That's going to be too small to matter. Let's take his Smasher. Yeah, I don't know if I really like his line there. Alright, we're not missing our land drop this time. Yeah, this did not work out very well for him. He saved himself damage, but just gets his entire hand wrecked. Yeah, because we don't get damage in there, but we do get to wreck everything he has and follow up with our own Smasher. And he has, one unknown. He's got nothing but a Shambling Vent activation. That's a lot of land we've drawn. Alright. Well, let's smash. The question is, do I send with more than the Smasher? Do I just send the team in? I think I do. No, I don't even know if I do. I'm trading for like an Arbiter or a Shambling Vent at that point. That's it. I think I'm going to serve with just the Smasher. I mean, our top decks are so good, and he's got nothing. I don't really want to give him cards because right now the board's at parity in favor of us. So let's go ahead and keep the let's keep parity and make it a top deck war. Yeah, this is great. If he goes for the block with that and the flicker wisp, still takes a point. I guess he gets life gain, but yeah, this line is really good for us. That's why we yeah, sure. God, it actually gets pulling out so hard too if we had a bolt or whatever. You can have that. That doesn't matter. Let's get rid of those two. Yeah, this is great. Now it's a top deck war, except all he has is Arbiter. If we had swung with everything there, he could have blocked, with the Shambling Vent and the Arbiter on one of our Thought Knots, killed our Thought Knot, taken some damage, but had a card in hand, and given our hand being so bad, yeah. Oh, missed my fetch. I have a habit of F16 tonight. Need to work on that, but let's go ahead and play our Displacer here. This is why I wanted, because our top decks are just so much better than his when that's our board. And by throwing away Thought Knots in that situation, all we do is make it better for him. Yeah, he's just going to scoop. We have a Thought Knot lock in his draw step at that point. Alright, so we're against Eldrazi and Taxes, huh? What is good here? What is good? Is this good? Are these cards good? I bet this is good. Hangerback seems good. Honestly, most of our deck seems pretty good. The Dreadbore, a little less relevant as far as removal goes. The rest of our deck seems pretty well set up. Do we want Anger of the Gods or Brutalities or the fourth Smasher maybe? The Inbringer could be pretty fun, but he's gonna try to keep us off mana. So Brutality's probably pretty good here. Honestly, we just... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Honestly, we just want all the removal. Like our deck just seems really well set up for this matchup. Hangerbacks are pretty good as well. What to cut? What to cut? I almost want to cut a Smasher. Just for more removal. Because like Thought Knots are like any of our big stuff is almost good enough. I'm not going to though. I'm gonna cut a Talisman. And Talisman's actually pretty good against his mana destruction angle, but I don't know if that's gonna... we didn't see much of it in that first game. Maybe a little lighter on some of those effects. I mean, I guess it's just the Arbiter plus Ghost Quarters plus Paths. I'm not sure. Our deck seems good already. I think not playing... I don't think we need the Force Smasher to bring in, but I don't think we necessarily want to cut down to 2 either. I think I'm going to keep this hand. This hand is very risky, given that it's 5 lands. However, turn 3 Thought Knot, turn 4 Thought Knot, pretty good. It's got enough lands in case he has some mana disruption. And we're on the draw. Of course, we're going to start by drawing another land, but... I'm leading with this just in case, we don't want to... we have 3 great draws in the form of Eldrazi Temple if we play like this. That's another land, but... Alright, well... Our opponent, if he has the... maybe I should have actually played this untapped. Played an untapped land. Because if he just Arbiters in Ghost Quarters... Okay, we actually cut a break there because that was a small misplay on my part. I think I was supposed to play an untapped land, so that if he'd Arbitered and Ghost Quartered us, we could have at least got 1 out of our deck. As is, we'll go ahead and run out the first Thought Knot, although I'm sure it's going to get pathed. But that's fine. We exile 1, we get to turn on our Wasteland Strangler for next turn. And I even get to do this. So great, we can fetch out our wastes. Is that what we want? Or a swamp? I don't think we want the wastes. Sure, this is all sort of fine for us here. Oh, I see. I think we take the Thought Knot because our hand is... Yeah, I think we have to take Thought Knot here. Man, if he just plays Displacer with Flicker Wisp up, it's going to be really hard to kill his Displacer. Well, I mean, yeah, us getting Thought Knotted is so bad, though. He doesn't have a land for it. Maybe I'd take the Flicker Wisp, actually. Because we can kill this with a Wasteland Strangler. We can kill his Wasteland Stranglers with ours. Do you think that the only card in his hand that wrecks us is the Displacer and the Thought Knot? He can't cast the Thought Knot next turn, but he could play Displacer with Flicker Wisp to protect it. I'm going to take the Flicker Wisp. His hand is good, so this is not great for us, but I think that this play means that our Wasteland Strangler actually gets to do something. Obviously, he drew the land, so we're going to get Thought Knotted, but there's nothing we could do about that. I mean, we could have taken it, but that just means he'd have Displacer plus Flicker Wisp to save it up right now, and then we'd just be pretty dead. And we have to draw non-land cards. That's what we... Okay. Just savagely take it off the top. What can we do here? All right. We'll Thought Knot him anyways. This was a good draw, as it turns out. It usually is. So he drew a land for that turn, so this is his hand. Yeah, Displacer down. He can have Stranglers. And if he wants to play both Stranglers to kill our Thought Knot, I guess that just is what it is, so... Okay, well, we can Strangler whatever his next play is. So we're at Thought Knot parity. He has 2 Stranglers, we have 1. But we have a 4/4, so I think we're probably should end up trading Thought Knots here. Now, this is not great for us because it gives it to him first. But he could kill ours without, and then he could have... Yeah, this is fine. We make him burn it. I don't know, maybe it's not fine, but he could have killed our guy anyway. This way we don't take 4 damage. I don't think there's any good line there for us, but I think that one's a little less bad. Especially when he has bad draws. All of our draws are great. That's what we have going for us. That's one of them. So we think we kill this. Alright, we'll give that guy -3. Flicker Wisp up in his yard, sure. Bolt it to death. Nice. Okay. Well, he can now Strangler our Strangler. So his hand is 1 card we don't know, I believe, and 1 Wasteland Strangler that we do know about. So he'll Strangler our Strangler, but we have Ratchet Bomb for, for that one, I guess, or whatever we choose to fight over. Yep. So we obviously need to draw well, but just imagine drawing Kolaghan's Command right now, buying back Thought Knot Seer, and well, I guess we'd actually buy back our Strangler probably. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch, get the land out of my deck. right? Because these, so 17 and then 6, so 16 and 17 isn't a difference in a clock as it currently stands, so. Alright, let's see what we can draw. Lightning bolt. And the question is, am I going to use lightning bolt? Not convinced. Because we can bomb. Yeah, we have to take 12 to bomb, though. Which is pretty bad. But we're going to need to have the lightning bolt for that shambling vent. I think at the least we have to take this. I mean, I think, depending on our draw here, but... Oh god, he's gonna thought not us. This is kind of fine. Or not. He might have misclicked. He might have been psyching us out. I don't know. I wish we could play creature lands in our deck. Maybe we can. I mean, maybe... It's so hard, though. That's the issue with this mana base, of course. It's I'd love to play a Shambling Vent. Like, really would like to play a Shambling Vent. Guess we just pass. I think that our line, especially if he seems to have a Thought Knot in hand, our line has to be to take 6, go to 4, bolt the Shambling Vent, path the Thought Knot, ratchet bomb away the Stranglers. He didn't go for the Shambling Vent. We just have to hold on to the bolt. I just don't think we have any other choice because we don't have anything to be the Shambling Vent if we burn either of these spells. And if we, so like, yeah, I think we just have to take this. It sucks, but I certainly, if he maybe a little, maybe his bluff actually pays off here, is I'm holding on to this path in case he has Thought Knot there, which he very well might. Oh, good draw. It would have been a lot better last turn, but it was a good draw. Now I don't need to bomb. Now I could Kolagon's Command to kill one, Wasteland Strangler to kill the other. I also make him discard. So how would this look? If we go, 1, 2, 3 for the Kolagon's Command. 3 for the Wasteland. We could still have both these up, I think. Let's tap our mana and see. So this would be our... These two make the Wasteland Strangler. This, and this make the Kolagon's Command. This makes a path, this makes a bolt at the cost of 1 life. Because we only have 1, 2, 3 sources of colored mana without paying life. 1, 2, 3 sources of colored mana without paying life. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really. So, yeah, so this is our Strangler. This is the K command. This is okay. That's the line we're going to take. And this allows us to take the bomb up to 4 if he does have a Thought Knot or something over there. Yeah. Alright, we're going to do it. Black, red, colorless. Where is it? Alright. Return target creature, deal 2 damage, okay. Like, I want to get a Thought Knot for him, but with his vials and like that, just he's more likely sitting on removal than anything else. So I just want to clear his board. Yeah, Kolagon's Command's so good. This is why you play Mardu. This, I mean, this is everything we want. Now, keep in mind, this is our last card to process. until we path something. Okay, well, we're in the game. We're ahead on board. We have 2 cards in hand. He has 2 cards in hand. Very odd that he did not serve with the Shambling Vent last turn. Although it actually would have been worse for him if he had. 100% the worst card for us is a Reality Smasher, because we have to path it and discard our Bolt. Okay. I'm just taking the trade if he gives me the option. I don't mind this trade. This way we don't have to pay life. Do I take this up? I think I do. We're ready for Thought Knots now. Ooh, okay. So I want to keep a red and a white. Nice draw. I mean, it's no good against Path, which he almost certainly... maybe he doesn't. He didn't pass that Strangler. I might bolt it myself. That would be weird, right? Would that be crazy? I don't know if it would be crazy or not to bolt our own hanger back in response to a Path. I mean, if he plays like Flicker Wisp, we have to. It's Flicker Wisp, Rex, Hanger Backwalker. Okay, I feel like we're slowly taking control of the game here. Here comes the Smasher. Yep. I think I'm going to block, take 2, go to 2, take my bomb up to kill it. I don't want to throw away my bolt and my path. Well, I don't want to throw away my bolt to path it. Boom, we can actually get value out of blocking, taking 2, going to 2, taking our bomb up to 5, but then having tokens. And actually being able to attack him. Which is why, by the way, why I ticked this up to 4 last turn. Not only does it deal with Thought Knot preemptively, but it gives us the option to make the play we're making now. Where we don't have to give up anything to this thing's ability. That's not bad. Uh-oh. Okay, he keeps having that Sepinar. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this now. Because he may be vialing in a Flicker Wisp or something. Okay, he's just not. Alright, so play this. Alright, let's get in there with 2 of them, I guess. I don't want to serve with 3. It loses to more things. You know, if he had a Flicker Wisp or something to vial in, really anything to vial in, and then had a Smasher or something, we'd just be dead when we wouldn't have to be if we keep back a blocker. Real question is if I pop the Relic, and I don't think that I do. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to blow it up and exile a bunch of stuff and turn on his processors, because he has a much, yeah. I will keep this in my hand to discard to path for a Smasher. So that helps. I wonder at some point if I am just supposed to attack with all of them and stop playing scared. I mean, that would have been the turn to do it, I guess. Put him at 15, be on a 5-turn clock. That's so many turns, though, that it's just hard to commit to. Like, I don't think the game's going to be won by the Thopter beatdown before, something else would be relevant. But yeah, I'm definitely not turning on his processors. Do I get in there? It's just so risky. If he just files in, and he could just be waiting. I mean, we're at such a low life total. If he just files in a creature and then has a smasher, I mean, I guess we're not technically dead, even in that line, but we'd have to like path the smasher, which we could do without fear now. But if it's a thought knot, we die because we can't bolt it. And I mean, that's a lot to play around, right? We're trying to play around the reality smasher thought knot combo, and it would mean he didn't thought knot us in our draw step, which just seems enormously an unlikely line for him to have. But at the same time, you know, do we think that he's gonna whiff for? I mean, do we think that it's going to be a Thopter race with these, or do we think that, you know, we're giving our opponent a lot of credit by playing this passive, but I just feel like the reason that I'm going to do this and not swing with all three is because we have Path, we have Bolt, so we have spells, and it would feel so bad to lose to something that we could beat, even if it's unlikely, even if we determine it to be very unlikely, when we didn't have to lose to it. What is this? This can't be good. There's just no reason in a game that we fought so hard to get back in and we're at 2 life, like we lose to the weird stuff that he can beat us with. Okay. Guess that's a card you could have. Yeah, and see that even, you know, that being a card that he did have, we're just not going to win with the Thopters before something like that. You know, in order for us that Thopter beatdown to be relevant, that extra points, you know, a couple points we quote unquote missed there. Like the game has to play out in such a weird way for that to be the deciding factor. Whew, I would take some non-lands though. I'm gonna continue to play safe. Like if swinging with 3 wasn't worth it when he was at, you know, 17, 16, swinging with 2 when he's at 19 certainly isn't worth it. Okay, what is this? Yeah. Well, let's bolt it down. See, this is fun. You know, imagine if we had... Yeah, okay. We have drawn at least 2 lands. I think we've actually drawn 3 lands in a row. He also seems to not have anything, and if we get desperate, we can pop the relic. Oh no. I'm not swinging. Not doing it. I mean, it may be worth it to pop the relic. It turns on... Well, the thing is, it turns on his... Basically just his Strangler, but it also turns off our Kolaghan, the other Kolaghan's command in our deck. Which is obviously an absurd draw if we were able to buy back Hanger back or something. Okay, that's a good draw. I have a feeling this probably doesn't do much besides just give him a target to actually spend removal on. Yeah, this probably just gives him something to spend his removal on. But see, this is where, I mean, now Wasteland Strangler doesn't do anything for him because we have no cards exiled. Do we play around Blessed Alliance? Let's see what we draw. This has been a pretty insane game. Ooh, that's a good one. Feel pretty comfortable playing around Blessed Alliance now. Hangerback's a great follow-up. Alright, so we just need to keep a path up. Okay, so this is 6. Do it for 3. Dice, Wasteland Train doesn't do anything. I'm trying to figure out what we need to keep up here. So what I currently have up is Path, and then pop Relic into Path or Bolt if we need it. If he had Flicker Wisp, for instance. Flicker Wisp plus, Smasher. Like, we're always trying to play around the worst case here. So I don't think doing it for 4 saves it from anything we care about. It basically just Wasteland Strangler, but he doesn't have any exile things anyways right now to process. And that would actually just be completely fine with us if he did do that. So we will again leave up the maximum number of outs. It seems like our opponent may just have nothing. I mean, certainly it seems like the way this game's played out, but like I said, this game wasn't ever going to be decided by these Thopters. It's been decided by the fact he's drawn lands and, we drew Displace or Hanger back. So what I actually didn't do here is I should have left up this instead of this so that I could have blinked if I need to. It was actually a misplay. I had the right idea. I didn't execute it perfectly. This would have been better. Here comes the Thought Knot. I'm going to have to path it, right? Guess we just path it. I could blink it with a Displacer. What if I blink it with Displacer? Then path it. We get another card that way. He just takes it instead. No, it's not worth it. I was trying to figure out, like, yeah, it's just not worth it. Okay. Do we draw some sort of sweet instant? Drawing a whole bunch of land. Can I get a sweet instant instead? I don't know. I mean, I guess if I got a lightning bolt, I'd bolt him. We drew another land instead. This is actually fine for us because that Thoughtseize obviously wasn't getting cast. None of these other cards are doing anything. I'm just going to swing with this. Well, trying to play around Smasher. I think we swing with both of these. Because if he has Smasher, we can block, take up our Hanger back, take 1, not die. So this allows us to play around Blessed Alliance still. Okay, well, we played incredibly safe, and now you can make the argument that a couple more points of damage means we'd have lethal next turn, whereas now we don't. That is an argument that you could make. I feel less bad about popping our Relic on our next turn now, though, because he does have something to process. So that line's gone, so it's basically just our own Kolaghan's command, holding it back. So I think it may be worth it to blow it on our turn, if it finds a bolt or something. Like, of course, assuming our draw is not Kolaghan's command. That's a good one. I think we're pretty safe here. And I guess we just, even with, we might just pop it, because even if he has, Smasher, at this point, double Displacer beats it. So, guess we get in for 7. Keeping the Thopter back. Because 7 puts him... Ooh. Is it a Wasteland Strangler? Oh, it's its own Displacer. Just blink it. This leaves us with... I'll play a land so we can have 2 blinks. Or will we? Because the Bloodstains, the Swamp, and we don't have a mountain, they actually can't fetch anything. So we'll just play the Blood Crypt tapped instead. What is this? What is happening? He's gonna blink our whole team. Are we dead? I think we might be dead. What a draw. We played this game so carefully. Yeah, we're not dead though. I guess that was actually pretty bad of me though. I didn't like think about how much mana he actually had access to. I was like, oh, he just wants to. I was like, I didn't take into account he has actual infinite mana here. So this wouldn't do anything anyways. Well, that's fine. We can blink it. Uh-oh. Oh, that doesn't matter. Dude, this game's going to bog down hardcore now because of these Displacer battle, and our clock's low. He knows we don't have anything. Man. Good draw. I may have to go quiet and play the clock now. This game has been insane. Like an actually nuts game here. Sure. This is bad for us, isn't it? Nah, it doesn't matter. Alright. Bolt this thing. Well, we're still not attacking this turn. That's pretty good. This still works, though. This isn't gonna... No, it will, because it'll be a new object now. Even if we blink it. Dang it. This game's gonna... The fact that he had that... This game's nuts. I think that 2 is the same as 1, so we may as well do this. We're clearly going to need to access all the mana we can get. This might be time to pop the Relic, because we actually have an opportunity to play something now, instead of getting a creature wrecked during our draw step. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because he's actually tapped out. We have to keep up 6, so popping it still leaves us with 6 for sure, so... Yeah, it's going to feel real bad if we draw Kolaghan's Command, but actually Kolaghan's Command would kill this, so... Oh, we're going to draw a land, though. Alright. We cannot have many lands left in our deck, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15. 15 of 23. So there's 8. So 8 of our 29 cards left are... This game, we have both Blood Crypts. We have both of these. I actually don't think this can even get anything. I think we're going to time out. Alright, I'm going to go real quiet here and try to play. This is such a time-consuming thing, too. I think we're going to lose. We have to draw removal. Like, we don't even get this. Yeah, we're going to lose to this lock. Now the good news is there's something good underneath it, so theoretically our next draw is safe. Well, let's see what he does here, actually. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. Well, there's no way we're casting. There's nothing we can do to cast Smasher here. Yeah, I don't think the Blitzimar can get anything. These are all of our fetchable lands. I think we're gonna lose the clock. Which is fine. If we lose the clock, we lose the clock. Obviously, this is game 2, too, so we're in trouble. Need to draw another Reality Smasher off the top of our deck. Oh, he stacked his stuff wrong. And this game... See if he stacks it better this time. I think he probably will. It's actually good. It makes him waste some mana. I don't know if that's relevant or not. Probably not. The good news is we either get, if our next draw is good, we either get the Smasher or something. Okay. And he overtapped? Why? Woo, we done it. Alright, we got a shot. I guess I should have attacked first. I guess we lose to another flicker or another that card I'm talking about. Zealous Persecution. Don't think this matters. Okay. We've broken him for a moment. At the end of his turn, we get to Flicker Wasteland 2 Strangler. And that was a lot of word salad, sorry. We can Flicker our Wasteland Strangler, get back our Smasher, and try to win. We might be there. Wasteland Strangler was a very... Oh, we did it! Oh my gosh! That game was insane! Wow. What a great game. Huh? I wonder what his hand was. Wish he'd revealed his hand. I want to know what's in your hand, man. Jeez. It's quite the game. Wow, we were going to draw very poorly, too, so, oh my gosh. Wow, good game. That was really, really good. I mean, if we were Black Red Eldrazi, we probably wouldn't have won the game. I mean, the deck's a little different, so it's hard to say exactly, but the displacers were obviously huge there. So nice